Hello everyone, my name is Anna and welcome to day 2 of your yoga sculpt class. Today's emphasis is going to be in the lower body. Specifically, you're going to feel this in your glutes, your hips, your abductor complex, basically all of the amazing hip complex, glute complex. And we're gonna also throw in some mobility, some stretching, all that good stuff. So for today's class, if y'all are new here, again, you're gonna need a light set of dumbbells. And like I mentioned before, all the weight descriptions and recommendations are in the description down below. And if you ever wanna make these workouts a little bit spicier, feel free to add some ankle weights. I am not, but feel free, this is your workout. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So for this one, we're gonna go ahead and start. And again, all of my little series includes a mini warm up, but if you need a little bit more time warming up, feel free to take a little bit of a longer warm up before this workout. But again, we're gonna go ahead and start at the top of the mat today. This is a standing series. So we're gonna start and finish in standing today. So we wanna make sure coming into Tadasana, keeping your feet hip distance apart here. We're gonna just hold on to the dumbbells right here, making sure that your shoulders are away from the ears here. And we're gonna go ahead and come into a little bit of a seated position. So we're gonna go ahead and come into Tadasana, open up through the arms and lengthen the fingertips up towards the sky. And then exhale, we're gonna go ahead and sweep those arms back into our chair position. Nice. Coming back up, all the way up into your Tadasana mountain pose. Inhale. And exhale, bringing those arms back down into the starting position and standing. Beautiful, just like that, a few more times. Inhale again to lengthen through the fingertips in Tadasana. And exhale, bending into chair, bringing the arms back. Beautiful, exhale and inhale, back up to standing here. And exhale those arms back down into center. Let's do 4 more times right here. And again, if you don't have the dumbbells, it'll look exactly the same. It's just that I'm gonna be holding onto the dumbbells because it's just gonna be the exact same thing. And I wanna get a nice, effective workout in myself as I'm instructing here. And let's go ahead and do 3 more reps right here. You got this. Really taking your time here. Want to make sure we're moving with our breath here. So no need to do, this number right here, right? Want to make sure we're lengthening, we're keeping everything nice and effectively working and keeping your joints healthy as well. We're not doing cardio today, so want to make sure that you're just moving with the breath. Inhales and exhales here. Beautiful. Last time, coming up right here. Inhale back into Tadasana. And exhale back into chair. Really feeling your legs warming up right here. Nice. And inhale back up to starting in Tadasana. And exhale back into our starting position. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and bring your heels to lift just a little bit. And then rocking back, toes are lifting now. Let's go ahead and rock forward and backwards, warming up into the calves, our legs, our back posterior chain here. Beautiful work. Let's do 2 more. Forward and backwards rocks here. Nice, looking good. And on your next exhalation, let's go ahead and start with the right foot. We're gonna go ahead and bring the right leg into our warrior 1. So this one, we're gonna go ahead and plant your heel, your right heel down, and making sure when you look down towards your mat, making sure that the left heel is in line with the back arch of the right. All right, so making sure that that's in that nice, beautiful line here. And if it's not possible, you can also make sure that the heel is around the heel distance or around the heel area of your back foot as well. But the main thing here is to make sure that the back toes and the foot is pointing at a slight 45-degree angle. All right, so from here, and making sure your hips are pointed forward. From here, even without the weights, we're gonna bring your arms up towards the sky, bending into that front knee here. Inhale here. And exhale back into our starting position. Beautiful work. We're gonna do 3 more times just right here. Inhale again, open up through the chest, really lengthen through the hips as well, and bringing back into that center position. This is our dynamic warm up right here, and movement at the same time. Nice, looking good. We have 2 more just like this, making sure you're breathing deeply here. Slight bend in those elbows here, especially if you have the dumbbells here. And last one coming up right here in the dynamic series of this movement. And at the bottom here, let's go ahead and hold for just a moment, really firing up through those feet here. Imagine you have a piece of paper underneath your feet and you're trying to rip apart the piece of paper underneath your feet. So it should feel really, really nice and strong, and your feet should be actively pressing outwards towards the sides to actively engage in that beautiful line from the bottom of the earth towards the top above your crown of your head. Nice, looking good. And on your next exhalation, let's go ahead and bring your hands to the side of that front foot. And we're gonna go ahead, even if without the dumbbells, we're gonna bring your hands by your sides here. Making sure that you're not arching through the back here. It doesn't have to be super, super erect here, but the idea here is you're not coming into this number right here. From here, we're gonna go ahead and lift those arms back up. Inhale and exhale. Bend those elbows slightly as we come down towards the floor. Beautiful, just like this. We have 5 reps right here. Open here and come back into that bottom position. And in this series, you should start to feel already your legs on fire and your glutes. As we're hip hinging, we're doing a hip hinge exercise right here. We should start to feel your glutes also activated with that front quad. Looking good. We have 2 more, just like this. Really breathing deeply here. Really making sure your upper back is nice and lengthened, squeezing into your shoulder blades. Last time, right here. And on your next exhalation, bring those hands back to the floor and see if you can pick up that back leg. So if it doesn't go up all the way, no worries. See if you can even lift it just a little bit off the floor. If not, and if you feel like your balance is a little bit wobbly today, feel free to use a surface like a wall to support your hands here as we're lifting the leg up and down. Nice, but for those of us who can lift it up a little bit higher, we're gonna keep your hands on the floor next to your dumbbells if you have them, or on your dumbbells or on the floor here. Lift up and then tap down. Just like that, lift up, exhale. Inhale, tap, nice. Exhale, tap, or lift, excuse me, inhale, tap. Nice work, y'all. And making sure that if you start to feel any tension in the back of your head and the neck, feel free to look down towards your fingertips and the toe there to release some more tension in the back of the head and the neck. But if not, you want to look a little bit further away from your fingertips here. Last one right here. And on your next inhalation, see if you can pick up those dumbbells if you have them, and coming into warrior 3. Now, if you have your arms by your ears, making sure your biceps are towards your ears here, making sure your arms are not down low. You're lifting them up into that nice, beautiful line here. And again, if you're not lifting with the dumbbells and you're still on the wall here, you're still lifting that leg into that beautiful balanced position here. Last 3 seconds, 2, 1, and let's go ahead and bring yourself into a beautiful forward fold. Again, reaching down towards either the floor, your shins, or right here, and just releasing your head and the neck, saying yes and no. Releasing the spine here and the neck. Should feel really, really nice after all that hard work that we did on that one side. And you probably already know the drill. What we do to one side, we've got to do the other side. So we're gonna go ahead and now switch sides. So whenever you feel ready, slowly vertebrae by vertebrae, exhaling to lift back up into our Tadasana standing position and switching sides. So now we're gonna go ahead and kick back with the right leg again, but we're gonna go ahead and swivel backwards here. So you'll notice now your right foot is in front, and now making sure your back left foot is in that nice 45-degree angle. Once you find a good position here, and if you need to adjust, you need to bring your feet a little bit more out or in, feel free to do it here. Main thing is to make sure your hips are pointed forward. Nice. All right, whenever you're ready, bending into that front knee, lifting those arms up, back down into starting position, and see if every time you can go even a little bit lower with those legs and those hips. See if you can go even like a micro inch, a little lower here. See if you can get nice hip stretch here At the same time, you're activating into that front leg and those glutes right here. Nice, looking good. We have 3 more right here before we come into our static hold. Nice. Should feel really, really nice and strong. Again, imagine you have a piece of paper underneath your feet and really actively pushing those feet away from each other, away from that center position. Last one right here. And on your next exhalation, holding right here in that static position of warrior 1. Looking good. Are your biceps towards your ears here, making sure your head and neck, your eye gaze is looking just at the level of the horizon here. Beautiful. Nice deep inhales and exhales here. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and now slowly bring your arms back down to the floor or by your sides here. Exhale and inhale to lengthen. We're coming into our hip hinge now. Beautiful. Looking good. And again, sometimes the sides can be a little bit different, so not judging between the sides today, but if you do happen to find one side is a little bit weaker or stronger, just noticing the differences, not judging it. Just, this is the time for yourself, right? So we get to kind of connect and come in deeper with our body and seeing what needs some work and what needs more releasing. Nice, looking good. We have 1 more after this one. Nice deep inhales and exhales here. Last one right here. Last full one, I should say. And on your next exhalation, let's go ahead and bring your hands back down to the floor. And again, either taking a wall surface or by your sides, leg lifts. Bringing the leg up, exhale, and tap down, inhale. Exhale, lift, inhale, back down. Nice work. Again, should feel that quad, the glutes on fire right here, and looking 1 foot's distance away from your front toe right here. Nice, looking good, y'all. I know you feel it too. Nice, strong position here. Last 2 reps. Keep breathing through it. I know it's challenging, but we only have a couple minutes in this workout series. Nice, and on your next exhalation, see if you can come all the way back up, warrior 3. Nice, keep breathing through it, keep squeezing in through the inner thighs, the core, challenging into the beautiful balance practice today. Nice deep inhales and exhales here. Last 3 seconds, keep breathing, you got it. 2, 1, and slowly bringing the feet back down to meet the other hand. Coming back into forward fold, releasing those dumbbells away from your side if you have them, and gently moving your hips side to side, releasing your head and the neck here, taking a moment to feel the beautiful heat that we created in this standing series so far. And if you'd like to get a little bit deeper here, you can also interlace those hands behind your back and see if you can get a little bit deeper from your hips. A nice hip, deep hip forward fold here with the upper back releasing. Beautiful, should feel like a really nice big release, especially with the back posterior chain working so hard in these movements here. Nice. And whenever you feel ready, releasing those arms if you had it behind you. And we're gonna go ahead, if you have the dumbbells, we're gonna grab them again and slowly, vertebrae, coming back and lifting up back into Tadasana or a standing position. And now from here, we're gonna go ahead and come into child's chair pose. We're gonna go ahead and come into chair pose now. So we're gonna go ahead, and if you have the dumbbells, we're gonna bring it overhead. We're gonna hold right here. Even without the dumbbells, it's gonna look exactly the same. And then exhale, we're gonna bring those arms behind you, kind of like when we did our warm up here, and lifting the hips a little bit higher for when we hit the back. Now, inhale again, lifting those arms up and sinking deeper into your squat right here. And bringing it back behind you into a little bit of a lift here for the legs and just releasing into the back and the arms here. Nice, just like this, you got it. We're gonna do 4 more, just like this. And anytime you need to release those weights down, or if you need a little bit of a pause, feel free to just come all the way to standing, shake it off and shimmy it off before coming back and joining us here in this flow. Beautiful. We have just a few more reps left here, and we are coming into our finale right here. Nice work, y'all. We have last 2. Keep breathing. Nice. You got this. And last one, right here. Hold the chair pose. Inhale through the nose, and deep exhalation out through the mouth here. Are your biceps towards your ears. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bringing your arms behind you. And now here, coming into a little bit of a deeper chair, squat and lift those heels up and tap it down. Nice. Lift those heels up and tap it down. This is it. Last few reps right here. See if you can sink down a little bit more into your squat chair. Nice work, y'all. We have last 3. Keep going. Keep those arms nice and lifted behind you. We have last one right here. Hold. Sink a little bit deeper into your chair. Woo. And let's go ahead and slowly release back into our standing, and slowly, slowly coming back down with the assistance of gravity back into our forward fold. Whew. That should feel amazing. Should feel everything has been activated, and now we are releasing the head and the neck, the spine, shifting your hip side to side. Beautiful. And whenever you feel ready, slowly coming back up, and let's go ahead and take a nice stretch. So coming into the side of your mat here, bringing your feet into parallel in the front, slightly bringing your heels inwards so you feel a little bit of activation through the sides here. Now slowly, slowly hip hinge forward, slight bend in those knees, and coming into our deep stretch for the hip flexors, our abductor complex, all the good stuff here. Nice deep inhales and exhales here. Feeling a deep release from the back posterior chain all the way up towards the crown of the head here. Nice work. Really acknowledging all the hard work that we did today. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and do a side stretch. So bringing your arms now into the right side and lengthening out through the opposite leg, which is our left. Now, if you feel like you can come a little bit deeper, bringing your fingertips down, bringing your toes to lift, and keeping that heel of the right down as we extend into that side of the inner thigh. Nice. And the hips. Beautiful work. I'm so, so proud of y'all. This was not an easy standing glute and lower body series. If you got through this, so, so proud of you. And let's go ahead and switch sides again, coming into either this number right here, a little bit higher, or a little bit lower. Nice, looking good. Beautiful work today. And as always, if y'all liked this video and this workout, free workout, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And y'all already know the drill. I will see y'all for day 3. I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Bye, y'all.